Something you don't. Something you don't. Bring that shit in.
Hello, and welcome to Digging in the Dome. I'm Chris. That bald bearded bastard right there is Kevin.
What's up?
And the Summer of Stinko continues.
The Summer of Stinko, is that what we're renaming it?
I don't think that we can't. It's just never gonna end in May.
Or June, maybe.
I mean, no, it's definitely not ending in June. I mean, we'll have this is what I'm thinking. Aspirationally, by mid-July, this thing will be finished.
Summer of Stinko. Only slightly worse than Summer of Stinko.
It's debatable.
I met your daughter, not this 2-year-old.
Oh, that's way worse. I have a Summer of Sam starting today. It's the last day of school. So.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep. So
now it's your required obligation to tote them around to all the places.
Entertain me.
Yes.
Yes. Entertain me.
Yes.
Entertain me. I'm bored. I'm bored. You said you were bored 5 minutes ago, and I just took you to like 5. I literally do like a montage of like when someone's having a great day.
Montage.
Yeah, they're like going to
the amusement park. And
dude.
Go karts.
I took her to Six Flags Great Adventure a couple of weeks ago. It was like a month or so ago, and we got home, and not 10 minutes into being home, I'm bored. I'm like, you just went to Great Adventure. Did all of it just evaporates, right? So it's immediately like, well, that's over now.
What's next?
If she went to space, the second she touched back down, she'd be like, what's up?
Oh, man. If she went to space, I'd be so pissed. I'd punch her in the face.
If she got sent into the space program and you didn't.
Exactly.
Oh, you'd be like, oh, why?
Exactly.
I don't know, man. She's got charisma. She's got something.
Man.
She says slay a lot.
Oh, God. That's the new thing, right? Slay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
makes me want to slay people. Fuck that. I don't even, I get, well, look, here's the thing. We are no better. No better. Because we did this when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't, we can talk shit because we have microphones in front of us and an audience, so.
I say dude way too much than I should, and have been for about 20 years. And I'm never going to stop.
No, that's now in the vernacular. It's in the DNA.
I just can't.
Nope, no, the dude's in there. But, so we had ours. I just don't.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's not mine. It's like the music. I don't like the music, you know. I don't like Slay.
It doesn't bother me as much as I'm sure it bothers you because it's not happening to me.
Yes.
But, yeah. But I think it's just that never ending, of everything, always, constantly. Everything's Slay.
Go. Is it
all right,
Slay?
Find your lane for using it. Mm-hmm. Don't have such a broad spectrum of use.
Yeah, I mean, it really, it has.
I know explaining this to a 12-year-old is impossible.
It's more use than that. It's like slay. It's like you use that a lot because that is it means could mean anything.
Right.
But slay has one actual use in reality, which is killing, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're
not killing anything.
No, you're not.
Your French fries do not slay.
No, they don't.
Except maybe your colon.
Yeah, and maybe your fucking heart eventually. That's not going to be good for the long term.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, since we were talking about kids for a second, did you hear, and I can't believe this, but, Nick Cannon's got, 10 kids?
8 kids.
8 kids?
Yeah.
Apparently he's having, another couple kids. He's like, oh, it happened again.
He wants to, he said he wants to have, basically, and it's all, different women. Too.
Of course.
It's with multiple women.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to have this, he has this some weird belief thing going on about...
Spread the seed?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Rich people are weird.
His kids got weird names, too. Did you see some of the names of the kids? Let me read some of the names of the kids to you.
Was this because I sent you that Ryan Reynolds commercial that you went down this rabbit hole?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
I was wondering why, any reason you would bring up Nick Cannon.
Now, what I'll say is this. It's bad that, it's sad that he did lose a kid.
Yeah,
which was sad. So, here are some of the names.
Okay.
Zen, S. Cannon.
Okay.
Moroccan Scott Cannon.
Moroccan.
Powerful Queen Cannon.
That sounds like a...
PQ Cannon. Sounds like a hamburger.
Powerful Queen Cannon. Sounds like a pirate ship.
The SS
Powerful Queen. Unleash the Powerful Queen Cannon.
Aboard the Powerful Queen Cannon. Then there's... Okay, this one's normal. Monroe Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Then golden cannon. I want a golden cannon.
Yeah, seriously.
Chester J. Lampwick.
Shoot it at your daughter when she says slay.
Exactly. Take that. Take my gold payload. Now this is where it gets pretty well. Not that the powerful queen wasn't. That's a little bit.
Right.
And Zens and Moroccan are
right.
You know.
A little hippie.
Okay, so how about this one? Zillion Air. H-E-I-R.
Okay.
Cannon.
Zillion first. Air middle name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you think that that's gonna influence his like contesting of the will? I'm supposed to be a zillionaire.
I'm the zillionaire.
It's my name.
It's literally my name's my birthright.
And then this one, the first name I got.
Okay.
Zion, and then.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Mixaldian. It looks like a fucking like an allergy drug.
May cause bleeding of the intestines. And
exactly.
Dude, it also is like...
Do not take Mixaldian if you're allergic to Mixaldian.
Yeah.
Well, now how would I know if I'm allergic unless I take it?
It also sounds like the Batman villain, Mr. Zisplix or whatever his name was.
Mr. Mix's Pickle. They had to say his name backwards.
Yeah.
Or it's like something backwards.
I don't know how you figured that one out, but Zillionaire, and that's he's got some interesting names.
Yeah, like I said, rich people are weird as fuck. I saw something about I texted you about it shortly before coming over here. And I'll give KFC Barstool the credit because I saw it on his Instagram page on 1 Minute Man before I sent it to you. But there's these rich weirdo twins that have, and we may need to save this for a breakdown.
We will absolutely, because I saw it and I was like,
they got rich from Facebook and crypto or something like that. The Winklevoss twins, which is just a terrible name. It sounds like a hoity-toity rich white name, which it certainly is.
But it's also Winklevoss. It's like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Like if you have a shitty name like Winklevoss, if your name is Eugene Winklevoss, that stinks.
That's not a shade of cool.
No.
So what you shouldn't be doing is trying to do cool things like sing Journey and Rage Against the Machine, which they super did in their cover band, which is also a shitty name. I believe their covered band is Mars Junction. And if you watch this, and we're not going to put it in here now because, like I said, we'll break that down sometime. Yeah. It's fucking horrendous.
Yeah,
it's awful.
I mean, we have a rich history of watching really bad performances of music,
and it will continue.
Yeah, but of course. Yes. I mean, if we take you back to JD and the Straight Shots. Slide.
Oh, I had to put that out of my memory. That sucks.
Step right up.
Thanks for that, back. I appreciate that.
Not sorry. Slang. Then we had of course Vince Neil.
Of course.
Who
can forget Tiffany?
And who can forget Dixon Chins? I mean, Dixon Chins. That's a good song. The video is all Dixon Chins, as we said previously. But this is goddamn awful. This is we shouldn't even know this happened. Like the fact that they have a shitty cover band, the Winklevoss cover band, whatever, the Mars Junction or whatever, Mars Junction.
Yeah, Mars Junction.
Fuck that. Send them to Mars. We won't be singing that, watching that, but
we won't be singing that. We will not be singing that.
No, sing.
Yes, for sure.
Not singing. God no. The but that's a terrible name.
Winklevoss.
Yeah, Winklevoss is bad. I think that Kevin and I have the best text message change. That you said what
I said it sounds like a combination of Rip Van Winkle and Rich Voss. Both things will put you to sleep.
Take that, Rich, stupid. And then and I said,
the upcoming guest, Rich Voss.
Shit. Sorry. What were you guys saying about that? All right. So I wanted to talk about Nick Cannon, and that got that out of the way. What I wanted to ask you before we get into, so we've got a scenario, we got a breakdown,
let's kick this in high gear.
Yeah, we got to move it along here. But I did want to ask you, and I'll save it. We'll talk about it in Stinko tomorrow. Let's start the scenario.
Okay.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Good news, everyone.
Okay, so now I sent this to you with it just kind of came to me about this idea of
something wrestling related just came to you. No way. And guess what else is wrestling related? One of the fucking headlines.
Right? Yeah. Those two things. It's true.
Speaking of wrestling, real quick, Jeff Hardy got arrested for DUI for like the 300th time.
You know what's really crazy about that? So he left. He walked out on the WWE. He said, literally in the middle of a match, he was doing a match. He was like, "Well, that's enough of that." He walked through the crowd and left. Everyone was like, "What?" So he just left, and he was like,
"The clown show is suspended for retooling."
So he then he goes to AEW, and everyone's like, "Oh, like," and like a lot of people, because it's like counter programming, they love AEW and they like shit all over WWE.
Right, yeah.
Right? They can't like both, because of course you have to have a fucking team in this country. You gotta have one or the other. You can't be all elite. Or, you know.
You can't like WWE and AEW.
Apparently not. Because then you're like, you have to choose a fucking side.
Right.
Look, it's wrestling. It's all made up.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. Who cares? If you like it, then you like it. It doesn't matter who's doing it. So he goes to AEW and he starts like, and I think that, I don't know, like if they weren't really pushing him in WWE, so I guess they was probably like, well, if I'm not going to do anything here, let me go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting out his contract like normal people would do, he said, peace. Right, which is not like, and this, again, a string of unprofessional behavior is kind of this guy's MO. So then he goes to AEW and you think, all right, maybe this guy's going to get his shit together. And no, 3 felonies with the along with the DUI, or something like that, or
is his third DUI?
He's a felony.
Also knows, you see that beard, you know, you're not exactly.
No.
I mean, DUI is probably in your future if you have a beard like that.
And if you're also being asked to like jump off the top of a statue through 80 tables, also
dude, that
probably,
one.
Oh, dude,
I don't watch any of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched wrestling outside of what I see trending on Twitter, and what shit you send me or Ed sends me. But it
sounds like a lot, actually.
Well, I mean, but the thing where he fucking swantoned off the fucking ladder into like onto a bunch of chairs.
Yeah.
And whoever he was fighting at the time. Yeah. Fucking somebody.
Darby Allin, I think.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
Like, he's like landed his back like on the chair, and the chair didn't move.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like,
everyone's like, hey, this is fake. Yeah, but that looked kind of real. Like, is he able to contort his back in a way where
it was like when Otto was bouncing on the fucking trampoline. He just like landed on the side, and he was like, snapped his fucking back and arm.
What was the sign that Homer put up to put the warning up for people?
Oh, I forget what it was.
It was just like
it was caution. Like caution, and there was just a sea of bodies behind it.
And there was like,
Anyway, so life here. Wrestling scenario.
So the scenario is this. So you are a WWE writer, and your responsibility is you have to pitch things to Vince McMahon. And so you have to pitch
some Freddie Prinze Jr.
Well, yeah, Freddie Prinze is kind of, yeah. So unfortunately, the only 3 characters that you are able to pitch are 3 of the most insensitive classic characters in the history of the company. The 3 are Eugene,
which was the mentally challenged young man.
Yes. The R word, as we would usually call
as
it.
they called it back then.
And they said they would call it was Eric Bischoff's special nephew.
Yeah.
And when you like, we'll put a picture up. It's wild. Like what they did is like wow.
Yeah.
Then Kerwin White.
Oh yeah.
Which like I said, reverse soul.
It wasn't his.
If it's not all white, it's not all right or something.
It was something terrible like that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up real quick while you.
It's not good. And then lastly, Muhammad Hassan.
Kerwin White was not white. It was one of the
the Guerreros. It was Hector Guerrero or Chavo Guerrero. Excuse me, Chavo Guerrero. But yeah, it's and then we have finally rounding out, because why not, Muhammad Hassan, a terrorist character.
Remember the old Bugs Bunny.
Hassan Chop. Yeah, exactly. You know that they probably like this. Like, what should we call him? I don't know. Hassan Chop? No, can't call him that.
Yeah, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
That's that is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a coin around here somewhere. Here we go.
Oh, and there's also an article you can click on from a couple years ago. How Chavo Guerrero's Kerwin White character almost became a KKK member in the WWE. They almost took it that far.
This is not surprising at all.
So let's rate this thing.
Wow. So when we pick, we're gonna go obviously like we usually do, which is say the ones we would absolutely not do, and then we'll have to pitch to Vince the reason why the character that we want should be. So it's kind of like a scenario with a twist. So I'm gonna flip it.
You
call it.
All right. Tails.
It's heads.
All right. You want to go first?
Sure. I'll go first, and I'll tell you the one that I'm looking
backwards.
Yeah, I'm
from
gonna say
the one you're definitely not doing to the.
So
you are.
all right. So number one for sure is Eugene.
Okay.
I can't believe they. So the crazy thing is he came in. He was there from 2004 to 2007.
Right.
Then he came back for another run in 2013.
Okay.
That's not that long ago.
No, it's not.
But they continued with it. It's not like his character changed. It's not like all of a sudden he was wearing a fucking a fucking mortarboard like he graduated college. He was still the same character.
He's wearing a propeller hat.
He was eating glue on the ring. Like, it's clear. Vince McMahon's bulletproof. Like, that guy can do literally... He could have a faction of slave owners called the Plantation, and he wouldn't get in trouble for it, I'm telling you right now.
Fuck.
No one would bat a fucking eye. So, Eugene's my number one. What about you?
What I'm number one not picking is fucking Muhammad Hassan, whatever the fuck his name was. Fucking Sean Shaw. Fuck that, dude. I'm not getting my head cut off for you, Vince McMahon. No fucking way, dude. They kill dudes for making jokes over there. They'll be like, you're gonna go promote fucking this wrestler, and then remember it. So I'm like, fuck, I am.
Yeah, like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no fucking way.
Like, this is Kevin. He's also drawing a picture of Muhammad.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, great. Yeah, like, fuck you, man.
We have a gift for you. It's a scimitar.
It's going to be placed gently around your neck.
Fuck that. No way.
Okay, so Muhammad Hassan is your number one. So so I'll bat it back to you.
Okay. Number two? Eugene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not touching the R-tard range. I mean, it's too many sensitivities around that where, listen, he used to be able to say retarded. You can't say that anymore.
That's not allowed.
And I get it. It's an insensitive word for a sensitive group of individuals.
Yeah.
The fact that it is that way, they've never made it. They've had gay characters in the WWE
multiple times,
but they never were they weren't like fucking fucking Charlie Cockgobbler. You know what I mean? He's never on the nose.
You ever saw one guy riding the backside of another guy down to the ring and fucking him?
Exactly. Fucking Dick Rider.
Exactly.
It was never that on the nose as it was.
The rusty trombones are coming to the ring,
dude. It's not. It just was no way.
Dude, do you think that like he ever got requested to go see? You know how like they make a wish, like one of those like Downs kids, like
that's another thing too.
Like, what are you doing?
If you had somebody who was special needs and you promoted and they became a wrestler, that's fine. No, you had someone pretending to be retarded. Or you had someone who was pretending to have autism.
His name is Nick Dinsmore. Hey Nick, I got an idea for you. This is gonna sound crazy, but could you act, a little retarded?
Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah, a little
retarded. Oh man.
Try going like this. Because he made these wild faces and like he was actually not a bad wrestler, but yeah, that's what he got.
No.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
No. What about you?
Okay.
Which one are you?
My second one, this may surprise you.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say Kerwin.
Okay, really?
Less palatable than Muhammad Hassan in 2022. The WWE fan base has a very strong Latino presence, right? Like they have a market, and that's Latino heat that I don't want.
Right.
Plus the stock of the
for you people, that was a delicious pun that Chris just laid out there because there was a former
Latino heat.
But there's about 4 people that look at that joke.
That's right. Those 4 people, they loved it. Everyone else was like, I mean, I guess Latino heat. Yeah,
I didn't even credit where credit was because I got it.
I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And plus, look, the last couple of years for white men has been bad. Like, our stock's dropping faster than Bitcoin. It's not good.
Well, that is why I am going the opposite of you, and I disagree with you on the palatability of insensitive white dudes.
Okay.
But continue on with your reasoning.
That was pretty much but the other thing too is that
which means you're choosing.
I will choose Muhammad Hassan, and I'll explain why.
Right.
But we're gonna do our pitches after this.
Okay.
So the reason
I'm choosing Kerwin White.
I got you. Well, obviously. So the other thing that was like Kerwin White was just like a dumb character. It was like he drove down to the ring in a golf cart.
Yeah.
He wore a sweater vest.
Yeah, or he wore a sweater tied around.
A sweater tied around his shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He wore like basically like a it was a very preppy white guy outfit.
Yeah.
We'll show a picture of him. This is a Latino gentleman from a legendary wrestling family, and they made him do this. This is so fucked up. So no, I'm sorry. I'm not getting fucking Latino kid. I'm not going to get fucking shanked.
You're not going to propose the Klansman.
No, I am not. You can join the plantation with your stars.
Oh fuck! All right. Well, so you're gonna make your pitch for
Muhammad Hassan.
Muhammad Hassan.
All right. Look. So you're going to say, Chris, his gimmick's a terrorist, and you're right. Like on live TV, literally he had people in terrorist garb come down to the ring and choke out the Undertaker with piano wire. And that was days before London got bombed by Islamic terrorists. Right. So, not great. I'll admit that.
Not good.
But if that didn't happen, Vince McMahon would have rode that fucking magic carpet all the way to the bank because he's consistently done that character. Right. The original Sheik. The Iron Sheik,
right.
Colonel Mustafa, who happens to also have been the Iron Sheik. Same guy, same pointy shoes. Yeah, not to mention
the pointy shoes.
Do you remember the pointy shoes? The fucking genie shoes? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, how are you pitching this?
Because he's been doing it for so. Look, Kerwin White was like a period of time.
Oh, man.
Eugene, I can't believe it lasted that long. He's been doing this since the McMahon family has been fucking xenophobic against and not really because they have a huge presence there. Yeah. They've been like telling these characters since the 60s, like maybe even before that, like the 50s. So of course, they even took poor Sergeant Slaughter and turned him into a freaking Iraqi sympathizer during the Iraq War. They still do it. So xenophobia in the fan base or creating heels around xenophobia is a tried and true wrestling fucking staple, man. It's been there forever. So why not continue to ride that train right into the future?
Here's my point, and I'll keep it very brief. Okay. And why I think yours is choosing Hassan Chubb is worse than Kerwin White, and it's very simple because Muhammad Hassan is actually an Arab individual. Kerwin White was not a white guy. You couldn't get away with it being a white guy. They made a fucking Mexican guy turn white.
Now,
they didn't make a fucking Mexican guy turn fucking Muslim.
Well,
you know. So I'm not. I would be pitching. All right, let's get fucking Joe Cartog in here and make him fucking a white dude.
Here's what I would tell you. The guy's real name is Mark Julian Capani.
Okay.
He's not. He is not.
What a surprise. What a fucking shock.
Do you want to hear another thing that's interesting about him? So he quit wrestling because of course he did. They're like, yeah, you can't ever do this again because they're going to think that you're an actual terrorist.
And they're going to kill you.
This is a bad pitch by somebody. But he stopped wrestling and now he is a high school principal. So in New York.
I don't blame them. That's a lot. High school principal in New York sounds like a fucking miserable existence, and that's better than being considered a fucking terrorist on a WWE network.
The other interesting thing about Muhammad Hassan, then you can get to your reasoning for Kerwin White, is he was part of a lawsuit for like brain damage, like Benoit shit. Okay. So can you imagine if one day he just snaps in the all of a sudden he's like, I am Muhammad Hassan. It's like Principal Capani, what are you doing? He's like,
oh man, that would be right. Here's
okay. Go for Kerwin White.
You said white guys are having a rough go.
They are,
but it's not true. They're at their fucking peak. Their pivot. They fucking stormed the fucking Capitol and fucking 10 of them got in trouble. They have fucking groups, dudes. They just had 31 dudes get arrested in fucking Idaho because they were gonna fucking kill a bunch of pride marchers. That shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, awful.
Yeah,
but it is far more palatable to the American people than fucking Muslims. And it's fucked up.
Wait,
I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good.
Right.
I'm just saying that is in making a heel for one of those deplorable white fucking asshole individuals
is better.
Is better and easier because nobody fucking, except for, a bunch of fucking rednecks that watch shit, like that stuff.
Many people would be like, Kerwin White, Kerwin White.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you get both sides of it, but you pick
a turn him face, you turn him
heel. You want him to be a heel.
Yeah, but sometimes that shit doesn't work. Sometimes, like, the person that you want to be the heel ends up being the hero for people. It's like sometimes they have those unintended. It's always the funniest things where they try to either turn somebody heel or they try to bring somebody in heel, and the crowd just is like, no, we're going to like this person.
Well, all I know is I'm not getting my fucking head cut off for making a racist white guy because all of them already exist there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like 50 of them in the stands.
They're like, are you calling us? All right.
Cracker Craig is coming out to the ring.
Exactly.
Here he comes.
Coming out to Hillbilly Jim's music. Thank God I'm Coach Bullet. Kicks on the shit.
Man.
But I will say this last thing, and I'm not disparaging your pick because it's a good one, but I will say this. You said the American people. This WWE isn't limited to the America. It's everywhere,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying, man. Everybody hates America right now, so you get a fucking white dude that's a heel? Oh, man.
Yeah.
People love hating on that dude.
Yeah, they would.
That's what I'm saying. You want to play to the negativity.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. All right, so
even more than xenophobia, fucking racism is a lot more prevalent.
Yeah, man, it's one of the wonderful themes that the WWE is hitting on.
No.
Guys, it's funny too because they have like things like every once in a while, and they do like sprinkle this into like throughout like certain parts, and especially in the 90s and 2000s. They throw like the superhero angle in there, like the Hurricane Helms, or Rosie, who was I think part of 3 Minute Warning, which was a Bischoff group that they called him shit, superhero in training, SHIT, so they could get away with saying shit, or at least spelling it.
Yeah.
So, and then, Nikki ASH, which is almost a superhero, which is like, again.
Well, I mean, they had the natural disasters.
Yeah, typhoon and earthquake.
Yeah, exactly.
God, big fat motherfuckers.
All right, let's move on.
All right, so that was Snare. That was a good one. All right. So now we get to go to headlines.
Hello, this is Dennis reporting again.
And we have two headlines.
Again.
Well, I mean, it's not just wrestling. We have two.
I know.
But we could start with that one.
Yeah, start with it. Roll right into it.
But this, I mean, you have to admit, this is a hilarious headline.
It's one of the more bizarre ones I've seen because
it's pretty funny.
I
didn't look
caught me off guard.
Yeah, I was like, what? I didn't click on the article, of course. So I have no idea. But the headline says, and you'll see it here, obviously, why does The Undertaker, WWE Hall of Famer, have a cucumber phobia? So.
You go ahead and flip, I'll call it.
All right, and go.
Heads.
Tails. But you go first.
You want me to go first? Well, I think the obvious choice here would be that every time he lost the match, fucking
Paul Bearer
would shove a fucking cucumber up his ass. And the trauma from fucking anal cucumbers.
If he loses the title, does he have to take the urn?
Yeah, exactly. That would be my fear of cucumbers.
That was his. The reason why he had an undefeated streak at WrestleMania. He's like, I don't want to sit on that urn.
Take me to the salad bar. Get the fuck out of here. That would be my first choice as to why the Undertaker doesn't like cucumbers.
Yeah. So, along the same vein, often personas in the WWE are like rooted in some kind of like real thing about the person, so they can like actually do the character well. Which is not good for Eugene because that's fucked up. So it's not likely that he's a supernatural ghoul that's like fucking buries people alive in cemeteries. So he could have been in the motorcycle gang at some point. And he does have like Son of Anarchy a little bit, right? When he was doing that shit. So he could have been in jail and
Right. But why is he afraid of cucumbers?
Well, because maybe the American Badass got violated.
It's the same choice. Same choice as me. Okay.
Similar, but for different reasons.
What my thought was, Vince McMahon found out about this fear and decided to play into it, just like he does everything else, and created a character called the Cucumber Man.
Ah!
The Cuke. cube.
I'm not going to the ring, Vince. What's wrong with you? It's just
It's a guy in a pickle costume.
It's just IRS in a pickle costume. Irwin, our shyster. He's like, are we doing this thing? He's like, this is hard. It's hot in here, man.
Exactly. And I'm shocked that didn't actually happen.
Oh, dude, come on.
Vince didn't find out.
Oh, you know what?
Play right into it.
But Undertaker's got so much stroke that if Vincent or Waiter would have suggested, he'd be like, and he was legit like scared of cucumbers for whatever weird reason, he's like, no, I'm not doing it or I'll fucking leave.
Did you ever see the videos of, like, for some reason, I don't know what it is, that, like, people would leave, like, a cucumber behind their cat? Like, if their cat was, like, walking around, and the cat would turn around and freak the fuck out.
No.
Like, cats are
never saw that
weirdly freaked out by cucumbers.
Maybe Undertaker's a cat.
Yeah, there you go.
That could be another reason.
Undertaker is our cat. I'll turn him into that guy. Oh, man, he was one of when we did the worst wrestling gimmicks draft.
Oh, what? Battle Cat?
Battle Cat.
Oh, that guy sucks. I'm gonna fucking picture of him. Oh, he's the worst. He's like,
oh, dude.
Well, it would explain how, like, he kept on getting buried alive and then coming back to life. He has 9 lives.
Yeah.
He's a cat.
There you go.
There you go. This all makes sense now. Do you have any other ones?
No.
All right. The only other one I had was, and maybe his family owned a farm and his dad, like, huffed rotten cucumbers at him when he didn't do his chores or something, but...
I did decide to click on this.
Oh, okay. So what was the...
I wanted to see what it was.
So what was it?
So, it said... He ate so many cucumbers one day that he got sick, and ever since then it was just game over. Can't even have them in his room.
It makes sense.
They said they fuck with him and they put him under his pillow and put him in his car. He can't even smell them or be around them.
Dude.
Paul Heyman said he once threw up because someone put a cucumber in his iced tea or his water at a restaurant.
Dude.
Oh wait, here it is. I saw the Undertaker throw up all over a Waffle House because there was a cucumber floating in his iced tea. Listen, if you're going to throw up at a Waffle House, it's not going to be because there's a fucking cucumber in my iced tea.
Yeah, I can feel like the quality of food may not be...
It probably wasn't a cucumber if it was a Waffle House.
It's probably a
fucking turd.
Rolled up condom. Dude, but first of all, who's fucking with the Undertaker? Like, he's a monster, like an actual, like, not... Forget about the fact...
It was his wife.
Oh, well then, probably not be doing anything right. Okay. So here's the second headline. Because Kevin vetoed my last one, and I understand why. It was not one that would probably gotten us in a lot of trouble down the road, but I'm not even talking about it. But this one is, loneliness is a public health emergency. Here's what helps according to experts.
Right.
So, since
I'll flip this time, you go.
Heads.
It is heads.
All right. I'll go first.
All right.
So, I mean, the obvious one is sex workers. You know, like, because not only will they keep you company, they'll remove cum from you. So that's nice.
Remove it from you?
Yes.
Like physically or
whatever. However you want to get it out, lady. It's your dime.
Actually, it's my dime.
Actually, no, wait. Correction. This is how I want you to do it. I want you to give me a Winklevoss.
Yeah. No Winklevoss. 2 for 1 or twins.
It's like a bad Eiffel Tower. They sing Journey to you while they fuck you and you try to...
So, yeah, they're fucking my ears is what they're doing. God, I would do anything to be lonely. I would take loneliness over anything right now. I'm sure there's a difference between being alone and lonely, but
yes,
yeah, give me lonely.
It's like listen, you're gonna be really lonely, but you're also gonna be alone. You're like, I'll take that.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Exactly.
Bring on the lonely.
5 helpings, please.
I mean, of course, my first pick was hiring a hooker.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, an OnlyFans subscription is a good second place.
Yeah. You're just like I
ain't lonely no more.
Yeah. Oh, cam girls. Hi, honey. Glink, 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 glink.
What year is it? Fucking OnlyFans, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's fucking go get Bad Baby another fucking Lamborghini.
I know. Jesus Christ. Is she making like $1 billion?
$52 million.
$52 million. Dude,
and she barely got naked on it, apparently.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. People just... you like, apparently, allegedly. I didn't look.
Apparently, not naked.
Yeah.
And still made $52 million.
And she doesn't have bad boobies.
She does not, apparently. No.
Yeah. So
what other cures for loneliness?
So the other one was like go to a subway car in China. Like, you know how they stuff them in there?
Ain't lonely no more. You can't move.
Yeah. Hopefully your loneliness isn't coupled with claustrophobia, because then
80 different kinds of COVID.
you're probably gonna get your dick grabbed and.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
my favorite cure for loneliness. The business end of a 12 gauge. ain't lonely no more.
Exactly. How about the cold release of death?
Me and my toe.
That's right. Me and my toe. Me and my toe. Blowing my head off.
Here I go.
Here I go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Please don't. I'm saying this in jest.
Yes. Don't blow yourself.
If you feel any way, shape, or form suicidal, please contact someone. Talk to someone. Don't take anything that we're saying seriously.
No, of course. This is
if you have any feelings of depression or anything like that, please call a suicide prevention hotline. Call a friend. Call a family member. We don't take that stuff lightly. We're joking around. Obviously, this is a comedy podcast. But I'm saying this in jest.
And that statement was brought to us by BetterHelp.com.
Exactly.
Call your therapist today. BetterHelp.
Yes.
Online therapy. It's not even a sponsor, but definitely check them out.
By phone. And again, I'll reiterate.
Yeah, don't do that.
Being lonely is way better than
being dead. Yes.
And being having children.
Well, what? Say something about what? Okay. He said having children. That's right.
Way worse.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, better. I mean, that's not as bad. Yeah.
It's way whatever people
So the other, only had one other, which was get rich. So you be very popular. You may see the value of being lonely pretty quickly.
It's like what you call it. Daniel Tosh said. He says it's hard to frown on a jet ski.
Yeah.
See anybody sad on a jet ski? Nope.
They should be dragged behind it. That's impossible.
You alone on your fucking yacht is not going to make you sad.
Yeah, and besides, people will gravitate you like you're a fucking magnet to metal.
Yeah, so. Exactly. There's going to be having money's going to cure loneliness real quick.
They're like, oh hey, I like you. You're like, why? I don't know, because you have money. All right, I guess that's good enough for me.
You have tits in your face all day. You have the fucking Powerball.
Yeah, 150 million in the bank, so you get you lots of friends. Yeah. Lots of friends.
One of our friends and listeners.
Yes. Good egg.
Well, we've named him before, so fuck it. I'm just saying his name, Marshall.
Marshall. Hi, Marshall.
Wildly, and this is a fucking true story. Maybe we'll have him on or get permission to tell this story. But his mom and stepfather hit the fucking New Jersey lottery.
She sure did. Is it 10 million?
No.
50?
Significantly more.
100?
No, not that much.
60.
They're going to reveal the exact number.
15.
It was
10, 25. Let's bring up the tax document.
Our freshman year in high school, and it was tough for him too because it was your balls busted by dudes when you show up to fucking school one day and you have like 2 pairs of pants, and then you show up to fucking baseball practice and you have fucking every piece of fucking brand new catcher's gear from fucking Dick's Sporting Goods.
Your butler's got your fucking mitt on a fucking silver platter.
Kids don't react.
Here you go, Master Marshall.
Kids don't react to you that well.
No.
But anywho, your neighbor Chip once said that he said yeah, $30 million will have a couple extra inches to your dick.
Yeah.
And he is right.
Let me tell you something. One thing I'll say about Chip Dog, who also listens to this podcast, hello Chip Dog, is that he doesn't say a lot, but when he says something, it's fantastic. It's very funny usually. Yeah. So, and we like both Marshall and Chip Dog.
Yeah, very much so.
But that does being rich definitely get some.
Marshall had his loneliness cured very early in high school.
All right, so we're gonna take a second and we're gonna get some
Stinko to Juno.
Yeah, in a minute.
July-o.
Yeah.
Augusto.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a second.
Do you like beer? Of course you do, but not any beer will do. Absolutely not. The Dome Pieces are people of discerning taste that require a delicious craft beer to celebrate the joys of life or wash away the workday. Well, Slack Tide Brewing has just the tasty cold adult beverage you desire. Slack Tide Brewing was founded in 2015 by Jason and Ted Campbell, two brothers raised in Cape May County, New Jersey, where your delightful hosts also happen to be from. And their philosophy is simple: create a diverse, high-quality line of beers made with all natural ingredients, sourced locally whenever possible. And to make Slack Tide Brewing a destination in Cape May County where locals feel at home and visitors look forward to returning. Their beers have won multiple awards from the New York International Beer Competition, Philadelphia Brewvitational, GIBC MSC, and the Great American Beer Festival, just to name a few. Not only are their beers available in bars, restaurants, and distributors all across the great state of New Jersey, their beers are now available in the state of Pennsylvania. If you don't see it at your local watering hole, grocery store, or beer distributor, you need to spread the word and tell them that they need to ride the tide. Slack Tide Brewing is currently located at 1072 Route 83 in Claremont, New Jersey, but will soon be breaking ground on a new 9,000 square foot facility on Route 9 in Swainton, New Jersey. Check out their website, slacktide.brewingco, that's co.com, and their Facebook and Instagram pages, Slack Tide Beer, for merchandise, current availability, and upcoming releases. And please, make sure to tell them that Digging in the Dome sent you. Slack Tide Brewing. Ride the tide. Must be 21 or older to drink. Please drink responsibly.
And we're back.
Yay!
So, in our haste, we forgot that we're going to do a quick breakdown before we get into Stinko results. So, here we go.
So, I sent you this to you.
Yes, you did. God bless you, sir.
So, I forget where I saw it. I know Joe Rogan posted it, but I'd seen it before. I'd seen it and sent it to you before that. Mm-hmm. What made me think of it and want to send it to you is we had a scenario that you had created some time ago, and I had talked about you got caught on video getting your ass kicked.
And who's it going to be?
It was by like I forget.
The options was like a wheel. One of them was a wheelchair bound octogenarian, and you thought I said.
In my baby brain, I thought you had said a wheelchair bound orangutan. I had chosen that because orangutans will fuck you up, and that's what I mentioned at the time on this particular question. And not realizing that it said octogenarian, despite the orangutan being in a fucking wheelchair. Well, this orangutan. I said orangutan. Oh, orangutan. Orangutan is in a cage, and he managed to get a hold of a young feller. And
we're gonna
things not go well.
We're gonna watch this. So here's the thing, man. Like,
that's the one.
If you're at a zoo, okay, there's bars and usually space between the bars and where you like. So that is essentially like the Hannibal Lecter line.
Right.
Remember that? Trying to get police and like goes up to her face like with the
guy throws jizz at her face.
Yeah. Oh, multiple makes. Yeah. He was a bad boy. Yeah.
You definitely don't want to cross that line. And it depends on how shitty the zoo is too.
Yeah.
So I grew up across the street from the zoo.
Yes.
And one of my worst fears was like animals getting out and fucking like I go out into fucking get the paper and there's a fucking cougar in the front yard.
Yes.
And fucking Kevin ain't pretty no more.
Exactly. Kevin, why do you your face clawed off? The cougar got out again.
Wolves and cougars ate our roast beef. So that was one of my biggest fears. And that was a relatively well put together zoo.
Yeah.
And so some of the zoos are not.
No.
I think this may have spawned from a zoo that was probably not up to safety regulations. It was probably Joe Exotic-ish, if I was guessing from the video.
There is a cage.
That's a good start.
That's a start.
He's on free range orangutan.
Yeah, that's it. He just jumps over the fence and fighting you up. It's like a little wood fence.
Tears your ears off.
Oh, yeah, that'd be no good.
This definitely doesn't look like it's not the fucking Philadelphia Zoo.
No, so we're going to take a look at this poor gentleman. Let's see what happens to him. Here, I'll turn that just up a teeny, see that. There we go. That's a little too much. There we go. Okay. Oh,
So he
first of all, he goes like this. Is this
present arms?
Yes.
Literally.
This guy should have played Eugene.
Oh yeah.
You idiot. And now he's got his shirt.
Oh yeah. First thing he did was yoke him up by his shirt.
Oh, so you know what I would have done in this case?
By my shirt.
Yeah,
take my shirt
I
off.
would take my shirt off. But is that an expensive? It doesn't look like an expensive shirt. It even looks like there's a stain right there. Look at it.
Or holes.
Or holes, both. Well, there's definitely a good reason. It's going to get stretched out now. You're not wearing that thing anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's watch this
Yeah.
all right, let's see. Okay, now he's got him.
Oh, now he's fucked.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Now this guy comes in. So I'm sorry, bro. If you got like attacked by a orangutan, I'm gonna go run for help. I'm not helping you. I love you like a brother.
The guy came in, he was like, oh.
he's like, oh, let me see if I can. Ah! Now he's got my hand. Oh,
Fine.
oh, you can see the back. You're gonna see the back. You see this guy?
The last thing I see is your fucking dust and your fucking feet prints before I get my throat ripped out by a fucking orangutan.
You're gonna see blue shirt and my ass khakis running away.
Fuck that.
All right, so here we go. Oop, let me do that. All right, now so the blue guy gets away.
Yes.
That was like 2 seconds. He just gets away. He's like, all right, fuck this. Now
but he's still just let go of the fucking shirt.
Now he's got. It looks like the blue guy's now got the shirt too. Now you're playing tug of war with something that is way stronger than you.
Way stronger than like 10 years.
Yeah, like this is not like fucking The Rock is pulling it.
No, and even he would probably.
No, he'd be like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's getting pulled in. He's getting pulled in. He's getting pulled in. Oh, no.
He's like,
oh, dude.
This is where like you see. Like in the WWE or WD, Jesus Christ, fucking stupid
UFC.
Fake wrestling on the real fighting.
Yes.
When you have real fighting,
careful.
My mic almost fell on the ground. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch back to the side.
Okay, you're fine.
Just wanted to be
able to see it, right?
So when you see a guy get it's like the fucking the leg lock. Oh, man.
You're like,
here it comes.
Yeah, it's like when you see like someone just start getting like cinched up in something. It's like when a boa constrictor.
Here's the problem.
Back around something.
In UFC, you can go like this.
Yeah,
and they let go.
The orangutan's not tapping out to that.
He is not accepting tap outs today.
So I don't know if this is like a sentimental shirt. Like, I mean, I would be Hulk Hoganing this thing off of me.
Anything. It's too late now. It's too late for the shirt.
Oh, no. He's got his leg.
Yeah.
This is going from bad to worse fast.
Instantaneously, my first thing is like, oh, he's going to break my leg.
Yeah, I'm going to get my leg broken.
Oh, yeah. If this thing got my leg, it's going to break.
Right. And by the way, if he wants to pull you in, and
know what else they have? Huge fangs and jaws that can fucking crush like coconuts.
Yeah.
So if he bites your leg,
you're done.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right, he's getting pulled in.
Oh, he's very concerned.
He's like, oh god! Yeah. All right, now what he's now done is he's climbed up the leg.
Yeah, and he's full bear hug.
Full bear hug the leg. Now he is creeping up into fucking penis. Yo. And by the way, if your dick is not sucked in, his dick and balls are all the way.
I have a tail because my dick is coming out of my asshole. I've sucked it so far out inside me.
It's like there's an orangutan hand trying to grab me.
My dick and balls have run away.
Oh,
just like you.
Yeah, I've left you. And and the blue shirt dude, he's like, all right, I'm gonna back up here and try to help you. Like,
yeah, he's not.
No, he's killing you.
Okay, good. So he has flip flops on, and he just kicked it fucking right time. And that thing was like, you want
to let this guy away and then fucking take your entire foot through the cage? And by the way, as soon as he did it, he backed away sorry. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, now, all right. Man. So now he's going all the way up the leg, and he takes his other arm and grabs his back of his shirt.
Yeah.
Now now that your fear's got to be, he's literally going to pull my body from
snap me in half.
He's going to suck me through the fucking cage to get to me.
Yeah. Oh man, my delicious in there.
It's like a fucking bread slicer. I'm gonna get pulled through this goddamn cage.
Oh man.
All right. He's like, all right, I'm not letting go. All right, he stopped. He's got his arms. No, wait. So now he's got 3. He's got 1, 2, and his other hand underneath.
The leg arm.
Dude.
Yeah, and that one arm is right cupping the fucking nuts.
He is literally.
Oh yeah, he could literally.
If he goes like this, he's got fucking Rocky Mountain oysters for lunch. I know, what are you saying to him? Hey, let my friend go.
Oh, right. Now he's in the air.
All right, now. Oh, sorry. Shit. I gotta go back. Sorry about that. So. Oh wait.
No, it's okay.
Did we go watch?
Oh, he was like, no. I still need to hear the noises the guys make.
No. Oh, he's trying to slap you.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Oh, we got your leg. Oh, fuck.
2 hands on the leg.
2 legs and 2 hands on the leg.
And now 2 legs on the
Now,
hands.
I'm trying to hit you. Oh, look at that was the shittiest. He like this. He's like this. Like I was gonna do anything when he was getting my attention.
Were you Orange Cassidy?
There you go. Look at you. Proud of you. All right,
then he leaves.
Grab his shirt. Now he's got 3 on him.
Yep.
So wait, why was he pulling his arm off of the cage like he was holding onto the cage? You see that?
Yeah, because he's like, you have to let go, or he's not going to let go.
Right.
Yeah. So he's like, you need to let go, and then he said, oh no, I'm not letting go.
And now he's letting go. And
no.
Now
He just wants, just give me the shirt.
Shirt.
Now.
Okay, now he is foot in the air. He's got his leg. I mean, like, this is the worst possible. This went so poorly. He had. I was like, oh, this.
Just say play because there's only 2 seconds left.
All right. Oh no!
And that's it. That dude's dead.
Yeah. You know what? He doesn't have a leg anymore.
I don't know. Did you click on to see if that guy survived?
I don't know. I'd love to know. Did we have like an update on orangutan guy? Orangutan. I'm saying it.
Yep. Oh, black bear, orangutan.
Or I say orangutan attack.
Kills man. Alive? Question mark.
News. All right. In Wild Zoo. Okay. So let's see. There's the video. At one point, okay. So it says the strength is incredible. Unclear exactly when and where the video was taken, but supposedly the man was okay in the end. That's some crappy fucking reporting. Yeah. He might be all right. We don't know. It didn't look so good, did it?
The video ended with him going,
that was exactly. He went from vertical to horizontal.
Yeah. If an orangutan has you horizontal and the video cuts out, that's usually because there was blood after.
Exactly. Yes. That guy's foot went into the cage and was getting mauled by that orangutan.
Oh man.
Dude, so you know what's great about?
And apparently the video next to it from USA Today,
yes,
which clearly has better reporting than Getz, who shot this video, says that orangutan grabs a zoo visitor who jumped guardrail.
Okay.
There you go.
So now, and again, you saw him in the very beginning. He's like, orangutan. Like the orangutan was like hypnotized.
He's like, oh, Eugene.
He's like,
Eugene jumped the rail.
He's like,
monkey.
He's like, oh no. He's like, no, Tan, no, what are you doing?
You're dead.
He did it. Oh boy.
That guy did.
Man, you know what's it's great sometimes about
animal attacks?
Well, about breakdowns in general, like is that sometimes they don't have to be like, we don't have to like go through a 5-minute video. No, there's 33 seconds of pure joy. Mm-hmm. That guy getting fucked up by and
rightfully so.
And he did it. Yeah, that's what you get. So cautionary tale.
Don't fuck with monkeys.
Don't like jump over
primates.
Don't look. The zoo puts space. Yeah. They designed it so there's space between you and the cage for a reason. Yeah. If there's a petting zoo where you can like touch like a
goat or something, even then you've. Like, do you ever see the videos of little kids at petting zoos and they did get like fucking heel kicked by the kid?
Yeah, you roll the dice there.
Yeah, exactly.
But they give you like
still. That is like in one of the least case scenarios, not fucking jumping the fence and going for a fucking hug with an orangutan.
Yeah, not like sitting there fucking weaving Kobe beef in front of a lion, like, hey, what do you think is gonna happen?
He's literally gonna break you in half.
Yes. He's like, finally I get a chance to get to my oppressors. Okay.
Speaking of being broken, can we finish this?
Yes.
Stinko to Maya.
Stinko to Maya.
Cherry's on.
We are back in it. So we are getting down to the nitty gritty. This is establishing
the final four.
Yeah. So, which category would you like to start with?
Well, how about we do it this way? You
flip it. Okay. Tails.
It is heads.
Okay.
Let's start with. Let's get fads out of the way since I'm not involved in that bracket.
All right. So
I don't care bracket.
Kevin Duff. I don't care.
But I already know, man. It's not even fucking close.
Yeah, so I would say that only one of these contests was anywhere near close.
Oh, right.
Most of them were runaway hits.
Right. Yeah.
which actually I was surprised about.
Yeah,
but
this was pure blowout.
This was pretty bad. This wasn't the worst stomping, but this is the third worst, if you want to call it.
So Hammer Pants versus Fanny Packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the winner with 66% of the votes, Hammer Pants are moving to the final. The fad champion.
The 90s fad. Moving on in the late 80s.
We've already established this. We've already gone through this. You could continue.
Do you care to hear me say the same fucking Adam's Family Values again?
I would not. Although I did think it was funny that Colleen was saying, my wife Colleen, was saying that the sleigh thing was bothering her. So she decided to torture my children by singing the Hammer song. What was it? How's it go again?
Oh, she sang a different one. It wasn't the Adam's Family.
No, it was a different one, but it was a MC Hammer song.
Oh, I forget.
Something about we slay. And
we pray.
Yeah,
that song we pray.
Yeah, we pray.
We slay.
Yeah. Yes, we slay by Hammer.
No.
Yes,
let's not.
I just want to see. It's gonna be alright. Oh, we pray. Yeah, so she basically changed Kevin did a parody song with Pray, but we don't have to listen to that.
We gotta pray just to make it today.
We gotta pray just to make it today.
All right. So, yeah.
Oh, wait, stop. Hold on.
So you're not playing it, are you?
No. Just hold on.
What'd you do?
We had a little bit of a...
What did you do right?
We had a clip. We're good now.
What did you do right?
I didn't do nothing. All right, so anyway. So Hammer...
Here's the thing. I predicted this, and the reason I said was because Hammer Pants have no utility to them. At least fanny packs have somewhat of a practical use, as nerdy and fucking dorky as you're like fucking wearing one.
If I want to stupidly try to smuggle as much drugs as possible, Hammer Pants, maybe. Like, I'm going to get caught because it's going to be all lumpy and shit. You just see like bricks.
I can't run. Like, fucking wind catch me. Fucking throw me up in the air.
Sir, you look like Minecraft. Why do you got like squares coming at you?
Fucking even the Rock wore a fanny pack.
Yeah.
Remember that picture of the black top and the turtleneck and gold chain?
Dude,
he had a fanny pack on that. So if the Rock could get away with it, anybody can.
Yeah.
You didn't see a picture of Rock wearing fucking genie pants.
Yeah. So for this particular one, just because we're talking about, and this is like the finals.
Right.
Hammer Pants, clean sweep.
Right.
On Twitter and Instagram.
Right.
Nobody voted for fanny packs. On Facebook, it was a 1 vote difference. Okay. Same to the brackets. 1 vote difference. So closer on Facebook in the bracket. I
mean, once you get down to this, it's like it only matters because for whoever you were competing against for the brackets might have already been eliminated. You might have had something going against.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The points in the brackets are pretty low.
I mean, the points in the bracket are different from voting and everything.
And so I'll get to choose the next one since you chose that one because you don't give a fuck about facts. I don't give a flying shit about movies. You can suck my dick. I love movies, but you can suck a dick.
Oh man,
this one by far was the closest.
Oh yeah, fucking.
And I said this. I think I said this the last episode that I thought was going to be close.
Yeah, Howard the Duck versus Leonard Part 6.
Yeah,
and oh man, I fucking posted the video of the very last scene of Howard the Duck and sent it to you, and I'm like, how fucking this the closing credits fucking song.
It was so aggravating.
They call him Howard the Duck.
And he was wearing a red jacket.
And then he somehow knew how to play the guitar. He played it with his fucking bill.
Oh, dude.
And then fucking Leah Thompson was like mimicking all of his fucking moves. And then who did they fucking pull into that fucking shit? He was like the manager.
I can't remember.
Fucking one of the best revered actors is fucking Shawshank.
Tim Robbins.
Yeah,
it was Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins is in that garbage. Oh man, it's so funny.
Like I said to you before, like if you're Tim Robbins, you don't want to be like, oh man, you were awesome in Mystic River, or you were great in Shawshank.
And Howard the Duck.
You're like,
fuck you. It's like when Denzel Washington will talk about that movie that he did where he died and his heart got donated to a racist cop, and he has to like talk to him as his ghost to like try to get him to solve his murder.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? He played Roger Rabbit.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, yeah. That movie fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington thinks so too. Yes. Anyway, so Leonard Part 6 and Howard the Duck.
Okay, now this was the closest.
Right. Oh, and Leonard Part 6 is fucking horrifying. And I posted a 20-second clip of him fucking doing ballet, but not doing ballet, and riding an ostrich.
But by the way,
off a building.
All those things, and apropos of nothing to the story. It added nothing. It was and no sense to it. It literally is. You know what? Leonard Part 6 is the Mr. Bungle of movies. It's just like cacophonious. Like there's supposed to be some kind of semblance to it. And I actually like Mr. Bungle because it's like it's meant to be that way. This is supposed to be a movie with a plot.
Yeah, it was complete.
What was the villain's name again?
I don't fucking remember.
It was like something.
It was like fucking
vegan Turpentine
Jones or something. I have no fucking
Turpentine.
I have no fucking clue.
Turpentine Jones.
Burn this movie from my memory as quickly as possible.
Okay, so
move on.
With a score, 56%, 44. You're not locked. You're not leaving it. So
yeah, Leonard. Yeah,
Leonard's cruising on.
Bill,
the duck
Bill
got
just
fucked.
keeps on billing.
Now I'll say this: Howard the Duck on the brackets, like I said, strong.
Yeah.
Very close on Twitter, 1 vote difference. Still in favor of Leonard Part 6, where Leonard Part 6 took the fucking the train to victory was on Facebook, 9-4.
Right.
So
all right. So let's move to TV.
All right.
We'll save music for last.
Indeed. Okay. Now
and I'm pretty sure I know how to here.
Well, you started to see what was happening.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
my world.
Yeah.
My world.
Yeah. Well,
out of this world is out of this fucking competition. Yeah. If I know how things went.
With a score of 69% of the votes, Chrissy is moving on and represent TV. So TV, we got Chrissy.
And I posted a fucking horrible clip from of Mr. T's cameo in fucking.
And we'll pause here for a second and talk about the fact that it was just Mr. T, but you said Scott Baio.
Scott Baio has a 3-episode arc.
A 3-episode arc, and he had a ridiculous name too. What was his name?
God, I have to look it up.
It was it's like fucking.
He's a gym teacher.
Of course he is. Yeah, he's fucking hanging out in the girls' locker room. He's sticking his dick through the boys' locker room.
Oh, like Porky's.
Like Porky's, yeah.
This world character. Prince Cornelius. What is his character's name? The gym teacher, Prince Cornelius. Is he one of fucking what you call it, kids?
Yeah. Nick Cannon's Prince Cornelius Cannon. Yeah, it does sound like that. He also sounds like he's a pimp, like the pimp. Hey, I'm Prince Cornelius. But it's Scott Baio.
Fucking A. Yeah, Scott Baio has a 3-episode arc in that fucking show.
Not surprising.
I'm assuming where he's trying to fuck all the high school girls.
Exactly.
At the gym.
Yeah.
But yes, Mr. T.
He's trying to get some of these girls out of consciousness so they can do his
such a bad show. But
laundry deeds.
Fucking, she's the sheriff. See, and this kind of goes counterintuitive to the thinking of that we had last year, where it was like nobody knew what any of these TV shows were. This one, I guarantee nobody ever watched She's the Sheriff.
Yeah, I guess.
But people watched Out of This World. People watched My Two Dads.
We said that sometimes it's the familiarity, because you feel almost to a degree guilty.
And people are like, she's the sheriff.
Oh God, like Chrissy the sheriff. Like you start thinking about Three's Company, which is something that does resonate. Oh, that reminds me. So Kevin, and I don't know if we were talking about it on the last episode, or we were just talking about it separately. So if I'm repeating myself, we're talking about Night Court coming back.
Oh yeah.
We did talk
about it on the last episode, where I thought all the characters were dead, and apparently the only ones that are dead are Judge Harry and Marky Post.
Selma's dead. Marky Post is dead. Everybody else is still.
Yeah.
Judge Richard Hull. Bull. All right, so now...
last but certainly not least.
Last but certainly not least.
Oh, man.
And this is by far the most lopsided victory.
Okay. It had to be Milli Vanilli.
With a score of 71% of the votes to 29, and indeed.
Yeah, I figured as much. I mean...
You wrote the wingers. You wrote the wings a winger for a long time.
I mean, I tried to post a different winger song, which is awful. I can't even remember the name of it because it's terrible.
Right.
Because I wanted people to see 17 was by far their most popular song, which is a dog shit song about fucking a teenager. But their other shit was trash too. But then I posted a video of one of Milli Vanilli's videos, and oh God, is it fucking horrible?
Let me tell you, the folks of Instagram were are very upset. 11-3.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, I sent you the article. There was a good article, relatively released. I think it was from like 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It's talking about like what a fucking scam it was and how it all like unfolded. Where they like Milli Vanilli. I don't even remember their real names.
Yeah,
they just got like they were basically like told their manager if the manager didn't like continue to like pay them money and all the money they thought they deserved or were owed, they were going to reveal like
they were
fraud. And he went out and fucking did it. Like he told everybody.
He's like, oh yeah, fuck
you.
you.
He beat him to the punch.
Yeah.
Oh man. And apparently they came out with like their own album of them actually singing, and apparently it was awful.
Not good.
So, Final Four.
Final Four is this. We've got Milli Vanilli versus She's the Sheriff.
Yeah.
We've got Hammer Pants versus Leonard Part 6. I gotta ask you this real quick.
Yeah. Wait, so She's the Sheriff versus
Milli
Vanilli. She is the Sheriff has no chance.
No, Milli Vanilli is going to fucking...
they're gonna beat them. So
yeah,
and then Leonard Part 6 versus Hammer Pants.
I don't feel good.
World I never wanted to live in.
Yeah, exactly. You have two choices: Leonard Part 6 or Hammer Pants.
That's a scenario.
Yes, exactly.
Wear Hammer Pants every fucking day, or watch Leonard Part 6 every day.
Ooh, that's a really tough one. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know.
You also have to quote Leonard Part 6 once a day.
Yeah.
And admit to someone you love that you watch.
You have to wear a shirt like you're a fan.
I love Leonard Part 6.
It's the ostrich, him riding the ostrich.
I'd rather wear a fucking sandwich board in fucking
like Die Hard. Die Hard 3. Ooh, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm
fucking Kerwin White over here.
So just from now we're at the end here.
Yeah.
Was there anything that really shocked you? Like, holy shit, I cannot believe that happened.
I can't believe She's the Sheriff fucking is the finals for TV. It's completely shocking to me. I thought there were far worse TV shows than She's the Sheriff, but I've never seen She's the Sheriff, so I fucking don't know. Yeah. The premise is horrendous.
But here's what I think, and I'll agree with you on that. I didn't think that Gung Ho would beat Small Wonder. No chance. And I think that if Small Wonder would have stayed in, it would have been in the final.
It's possible, but again, I talked to multiple people that watched Small Wonder
and they liked it
and loved it, and you can't convince them like, "Well, go back and watch it now." And
they're like, no, I'm not
at the time they loved it. So
do you know how much I hate Genie Lost Space? How often I've said it?
That one by far was the most shocking.
That was shocking to me. I think the Nintendo Power Glove beating Big T's hair one stunned me because I think that again you said it before. It was that people had that hair.
Yeah, our voting public probably wore that fucking hairstyle and feels bad about themselves. So they don't want to vote against.
I have some yearbooks in there. We could probably dial them up if we need to.
Fucking take that, Christine Kredler.
Take that, Sarah Wells. It's a real inside fucking track. Marshall Chicken Room like those two things. You guys were like, who the fuck is Sarah Wells?
Like Dave Velazquez gonna love that joke.
Yeah, exactly.
But fucking, I think that I keep finding ones that I miss. Like
ones that you thought should be in there, and you're like, I couldn't put that in there.
Yeah, like the fucking BMX bike movie called Rad.
Oh,
it was made in 1986. Movie fucking sucks.
But
I'm pretty sure there's bike dancing in that movie.
There is bike dancing
at a prom, and I'm pretty sure that what's her name from fucking Full House that played Aunt Becky that got in the college admissions scandal.
Oh yeah, she's in it.
She's in Rad.
Yeah, she is.
What's her fucking name?
Oh, Laura. Lori Loughlin.
Yeah, Lori Loughlin. I'm almost positive Lori Loughlin is in Rad.
I said Lori Loughlin. I put in and it says jail.
Yep, Rad.
Yep,
and she is. That movie fucking sucks.
Yes. So interestingly, that one, and this is why you may not have wanted to take that one. That one's got a weird cult following to it.
Well, I mean, it's a BMX movie, so of course it does. It's like the skateboarding movies from back then too, like Gleaming in the Cube.
Gleaming the Cube. Oh, Christian Slater movie. The movie's not good.
Oh man.
Okay, so
I watched a Tony Hawk documentary, by the way. This is totally just because of about skateboarding.
Yeah,
but he talked about how they in one of the police academies. They had like this skateboarding montage.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
David Spade and Tony Hawk was actually like the skateboard stunt double for David Spade, but they had to do a bunch of like weird editing and like amateurs starting off like fucking 8 stone dudes.
They take really perspective view like down. Yeah. David Spade not looking like
apparently David Spade could skate. He could actually hold his own.
Oh, he's actually not.
But the other,
but he's not Tony Hawk.
The other dude, I think this was in Citizens on Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the black curly haired guy that was like his partner. He has no name actor, but he was Tony Hawk. That dude cannot skate.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he can skate. All right. So we've got, like I said, Milli Vanilli versus She's the Sheriff. Oh. We've got Hammer Pants versus Leonard Part 6. Yeah. We're getting to the
so you got 3 shots. You got 3 shots to make it. I only got 1.
But it's still Cosby movie. Exactly. Fucking Seabiscuit over there is gonna fucking wine tamperer.
Oh man, that's fucking new Vince McMahon one.
What's that?
The wine tamperer. That's new Vince McMahon character.
Yeah. I want you to bring wine to the show.
Yeah. He's like, your character's a wine tamperer. He sneaks a pill into the other guy's.
Your manager's name is Spanish Fly. All right. Well, we will see you next time, folks.
Later, fuck faces.
Bye.